All right, I'm here today to do a Doritos mukbang, and we're talking our Doritos. I have two flavors, Jumpin' Jack cheese and ultimate cheddar. Now, if you haven't heard of these flavors, I'm gonna explain them to you. Now, I've been trying to, for a number of years, been always constantly trying to eat better and also not support brands that promote bad health and all that, but everyone's a hypocrite in some ways, and Doritos are where I let my hypocrisy lie. I've always loved Doritos. I do abstain from them for the most part, except for special occasions. And a special occasion is when you see flavors like ultimate cheddar or Jumpin' Jack cheese. Now, ultimate cheddar is not a normal flavor. This I saw dropped kind of as a surprise to me last year at some point, and I think I bought every bag I could find. They were only sold at 7-Eleven and Sam's Club. I had never heard of this flavor. Maybe it existed in a limited fashion before, but I just got it immediately, and I think I got a total of about 50 bags, and this is the last bag left. It might be the last bag I ever eat. Who knows if it's coming back. Now, Jumpin' Jack, if you're old like me, you remember this was kind of one of the big three: Nacho, Cool Ranch, and Jumpin' Jack cheese in the late 80s, early 90s. They were kind of like the flavor. I think it was 1992, Jay Leno did advertisements for Jumpin' Jack. This was my ultimate favorite flavor of Doritos of all time. I first saw it start coming back several years ago, and they tend to, maybe once or every other 2 years, drop these also in a limited variety, only at places. The only place I find them is 7-Eleven. I think they're also at Sam's Club. Now, the recipe has changed. It's a little spicier than it used to be. The flavor we remember in like the 90s, and so, but still, it's a terrific flavor. Now, as far as Doritos go, I don't go for the spicy flavors. When they do expand what they do, they tend to add more spicy flavors. Not really my thing, but I love these cheesy flavors. So I'm gonna compare and contrast, try them both. I'm gonna start with my old-time favorite, the Jumpin' Jack. And when you open a bag of chips, you wanna open them from the bottom because chips are like an hourglass, right? They sit on the shelf, they're shipped like this with all the flavor DNA kind of trickling down, kind of like shedding like skin and just going to the bottom. So you end up with more flavorful chips at the bottom. So what you want to do when you open chips is open it from the bottom like so. And so as you eat the chips, that flavor is re-tumbling down as you disturb and shake it up. All right, so those are our ultimate cheddars right there. And here are the Jumpin' Jacks. Let me try one of these. Still a king flavor. Excellent. It's cheesy like Jack cheese. Still a little spicier than nostalgia tells me now. It's not just me false remembering it. Like, I've always been a wuss when it comes to spices. So when I was 10, 11, 12, I definitely was. So I would not have been able to tolerate the spice level of these then. Now, I'm much more a mature person now, so I can kind of tolerate some spice. So I can put up with these. I'll tell you for a fact, these never used to be this spicy. They certainly wouldn't have been my top favorite flavor like they were when I was a kid. If you remember, the bag looked different too. It was like a black bag. It looked cool. The other flavor you'd see back then is, I'd say the most popular flavors in the early 90s were Nacho, Cool Ranch, Jumpin' Jack, and then you'd see Taco. And you still see Taco, that never went away. A little too boring for me, not special. Like nowadays, if I'm buying a Doritos, it's usually Nacho cheese or Cool Ranch. I'm telling you already, I'm gonna miss this flavor, Jumpin' Jack. It's already gone. I picked this up at a 7-Eleven. Stopped by a 7-Eleven about a week later. do my banking at 7-Eleven, and and they were already gone. Now this is the chips you look for. Those chips in the bag that are just absolutely saturated with Dorito flavor. Yum, yum, yum. You see what I mean? Hourglass effect. Those flavor crumbs are falling down. You see my fingers getting that Dorito dust on it? All right, so cleanse my palate. We're gonna try some ultimate cheddar now. You see they're much oranger than the, boop, look at those two next to each other. Now, this flavor. Like I said, this came as a total shock to me when this came out. I tried one and I said, I didn't know it was coming. I was just going to the ATM at 7-Eleven, then I see this flavor and I said, what? No clue what I was in for. I tried one, was amazed. I immediately drove to several 7-Elevens and just bought them out. And I probably made myself sick eating these for a couple weeks. And honestly, I went from thinking it was the best flavor ever to just admitting it's a good flavor, but nacho cheese, Cool Ranch are still the best. Now, like I said, I was saving this. It was my last bag. It actually technically expired on, when did this sucker expire? Oh, it expired on November 19th. So I'm living dangerously here. We're in January, like 6th or 7th or something. So after I tasted this sucker, I bought all the bags they had. Made myself sick on the flavor, but it's probably been a good month or so since I had one of these, and it's all returning to me like for the first time. This flavor, my instincts tell me to say it's better than nacho. It's better than Cool Ranch. It might even be better than Jumpin' Jack. I don't know. It almost scares me to say it. Like, I don't want to believe it, but this is a damn fine flavor. Look at that, all that cheddar. So, I might be an outlier in the Dorito community. Like, I get it, most people probably love the super spicy flavors. Like, that definitely, I acknowledge. That's the Dorito invention of the last 20 years. If you talk about where Doritos gone and what it's done, branching out to really all the spicy flavors people love. Sure, I'll give you that. But hey, I'm a super taster. I don't go for spice that much. But what I like is a savory, cheesy profile. This ultimate cheddar, it's killing it. You see the light bouncing off that silver refraction, all that orangey orange cheese, yum. I can't believe it, so good. Cat's looking at me. Oh my God. I don't want this to be over because, like I said, I may never have these chips again. Who knows if Doritos brings them back or not. I personally have written to Doritos and was like, Doritos, you can't do this to me. Like, if they could just make this a permanent flavor, I'd be so delighted. But also scared, because like currently, I can resist Doritos. Maybe 1 or 2 bags a month is all I have. I can resist them. And I'm talking in my youth, 20s. I was like 2 or 3 bags of Doritos a day kind of guy. But if this flavor was a regular, I might be back there again. Oh, look at this. You love it when you get little, sometimes I'd prefer like a little chip cluster of little baby chips over like just a whole perfectly shaped triangular chip. See? Let me try to find a perfect one. Admittedly, they're rare, but and in my youth, I saw a alien spacecraft that was shaped like a triangle too. Do I love Doritos more because of it? I don't think so, but you know. So what's your favorite flavor of Doritos? Do you have one? You ever meet those people who are like not into Doritos? Can you even trust those people? Chip cluster. I think the thing is I'm also not like a big dip person. I don't like a lot of dips. They tend to come with a lot of things I don't like sour cream and tomatoes and things like that. So, you know, your restaurant style tortilla chips, corn chips maybe or something, if you're a dip person, you prefer those. But as someone who's not into dips, like I like the chip to be an all-in-one experience. And that's what Doritos always delivered. It had all the flavor right baked into it. Here's a ultimate cheddar chip cluster. There we go. The rare, perfect chip. It's like the spaceship I saw. Okay, you can eat a chip like this. And get that chip lip flavor. And again, the hourglass effect. Now, as we're reaching the bottom half of the bag, the sands of flavor have just drifted down. And we're just getting these evenly flavored chips. Some of the cheesier chips have fallen from what's now the top back down to the bottom, kind of joining all the flavor crusts and crumbs. So I got about a little less than half of both these bags left. Oh my gosh, look at this piece. I got like a bag of all little Doritos like that. I got a little less than half of these bags left. I'm actually just gonna enjoy them. I just want to go out to my porch, look out, and savor the Dorito flavor. Because like I said, this could very well be the last bag of either of these I ever ate. So, Doritos, if you're out there, I want Jumpin' Jack to be a regular flavor, evergreen, all the time. Every time I go to the store, I want there to be Jumpin' Jack Doritos. More so though, ultimate cheddar. Bring this back. Give it the ubiquitousness everywhere. Everywhere you can find Doritos, ultimate cheddar needs to be. I know Taco Bell got rid of their Cool Ranch taco. They need to make an ultimate cheddar taco. Come on. Get it together, Doritos. What are you doing?